Hello YouTube. Now, this is a very important for my channel. So, as I said, I knew about blood. I knew about the whole blood archetype. And what that does, right, is that gives you unlimited excuses based on what and gang member reading. But more importantly, what's been spread out, far across, all through YouTube was how literally, blood changes my mentality. And the reason why I'm saying this, literally, is because, when you have these forms of unlimited excuses, that come from, hallucinations that they give you to be, which like an easy do well, lappy tappy, not shout out to Tintin or anything, but this is also important because what you don't know literally, it's that Uncle Tommy fucked me up all the way to the point where he got to the cereal, okay? That shit was so fucking funny, it wasn't even funny, with the gag, manga and shit, and that's why I want to state, there's nothing personal about her in this video, alright? I'm just saying, literally, when you make literally your uncle, literally Steve for American Dad, the fucking joke con artist, literally, and you have a party that's defining for something on paper that calls out something home, I feel like it's oblivious, literally, because literally that is Ja Rule, but even more so, that is a clown, and you don't feel the clown in meaning because of the shoes. The shoes mean nothing, so that's got a whole pediatrician job. And, the reason why I'm saying this is because, this is how Blood makes jokes. This is how Blood, analyzes shit. Literally, they feel like, he's making more money on paper due to, knowledge of the government, but not due to, actuality. So, what I'm saying, literally, is when you hide behind these great thoughts, when you do this, and that, no knowledge of what outweighs what, but never be mature, that means literally, you can survive life, alter life, without somebody ever flipping your mentality. And I told you, literally, Eric grew up with people flipping his mentality exact, okay? So, when you literally fucking double apply Asian, Indo-Asian, literally, and people calling you out on your shit, literally, and fucking Eric's got his shit reposted by Jenny, multiple Asian bitches I went to American, that shit is uncanny. Because you don't understand that literally somebody told them fucking straight, literally, and somebody played around with the law, and the truth of the matter is, you got your head cut off. You already went through, further social advancements. Don't think I don't know about blood. Literally, because the whole principle about blood is that they have more miscellaneous proportions to give them more excuses in society. Well, with my mother, I'll call out something whole happened. I don't give a fuck what happened to your head. I don't give a fuck what happened to your heart. Literally, something whole happened, okay? So, in doing so, what I'm saying is you can get away with being a little kid, and my mentality gets flipped. It's like, oh, I already did this and that. So literally, you cut your fucking head off, and that gives you an excuse to shit your drawers, especially in front of people. The fuck out of here, alright? Literally, that's the main section. One of the main sections, literally, is that, you fucking, have all this fucking miscellaneous thoughts that disallows you to have someone call out your mentality. And that's it. And, that's the difference between the adult and the child. Literally, is when somebody, calls out your mentality, what do you do? How do you flip it, okay? Now, with being so, alright, I have to tell you, there's a whole lot of, miscellaneous things that goes into this shit, alright? Whew. I do not feel bad about the ending of My Hero Academia, because it was the worst episode. But even so, you need to understand something, in the group home. You need to understand something with the ARO. The ARO were able to, correct me on several social skills, the basic skills, with ignoring that most, advanced one. The fact that they're still watching a cartoon really advances. So I told you, what I tried to say in the other video is that I don't care about Troy anymore. I don't care about this and that. I know it's far-fetched. You know why? I know Troy is a blood, alright? I know Troy is a heavy blood. You want to know why? Because he's long. And what did I tell you about literally what bloods do with long and miscellaneous meetings? I'm done, alright? And I'm not fucking surprised, And, he could be one of those, one of the people literally in the Bloods literally fall back in their comic book in a meeting, and I'm done. I am simply fucking done, because what you don't understand, right, is that, this shit, I've been countering it on uploading Instagram means nothing to me, but what does mean something to me, literally, is Ali and Life of Boris, and how that shit's being spread across. Now, let's get on to another subject, when it comes to messages and how I know them about how they feel, right? You see, I used to, have this thing, where I used to connect everything, to, prostitution, and people fucking me, especially Latinas. Now, what that means is that literally, when you want to make jokes about convalescence, somebody, all fucking musicians are bad, all fucking professionals are bad because everything's about literally people getting the pussy. All right, literally everybody's about somebody fucking the Afghan or either fucking the Afghan or the Mexican. I'm done. Because literally, that's you want to go fucking convalescence. There you go. Literally go. So you know what I did at the group home? You know, I called myself literally I wouldn't say that I'm a loser, but I said that I'm a winner that's based off the loser. Now, in this world, one of the main factors of this video is that how the ARL views me in this world. They view me as somebody clean, they view me as somebody this, and that. So guess what I do? I go into something, you know, that goes into composure, all right? So what I do, you know, in this world, is they calculate everything about this, that, about this is the funniest part. You're never gonna believe this, you know, phenomenal video. They believe that literally, I ain't shit, this is that. Did they see me, you know, dance, you know, and they see something like that takes time. That's one of the big ones. But second off, they see the videos and how I handle them. They see pattern recognitions, like Riz was never, you know, high tier before, you know, but most of all, what they're fucking forgetting is that I used to be a Doug, so they see me in shiny jeans, you know, that's another one. You know, and they used to have all this shit at once in their group home, knowing that I date female rappers and shit, but knowing I couldn't do shit about the situation with my mom, all right? So it may seem all over the place, but brace yourself. What happens while listening to rap in this world is they get fucking excited. They start throwing fucking tantrums and shit. Literally, what happens when I start talking about girls in this world? Literally, they start literally fucking flipping. Literally, so what ends up happening is bottom line, you know, dark core. Is that literally what comes to Daniela, you know, the finest girl of all time. Literally, not only do I have her, they know that I have her on a fucking Donkey Kong and Kim Possible principle. Meaning that literally it's based off a game. Literally, I basically working in the old world instead of the old world, you being based off a thug. But a thug is X-ray, literally. They view shit, you know, in and out every single day. They're jealous of Risen Swag, they're jealous, this is that. Literally, what happens is they end up connecting. And 2021 was the most vicious year of all time. Because it's literally the year where you can't count on the fucking fucking syllable XYZ, you don't draw to the ARO. Literally, it's so simple. I want to dance. What's the whole point of you doing all that shit if it's not able body? And that was the most beautiful part about 2021. And it affects them all the way to this year. So it's not just been, you know, 1 year that I've been torturing them. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years that I've been torturing the ARO due to knowing how to properly socialize compared to them. All right, so that's really, really big because what they do is they follow my shit. They try to make excuses for the admin community, like what means this, what means that. Literally, what ends up happening is they get pawned on, destroyed by socializing, literally. So, you know, what I told the scientists is like, literally, it doesn't matter because they can keep the same shit, literally. So you know what happened, literally, after the whole Xbox G shit, literally, fucking do all the shit, you know, the reality show Christopher Sabat, and they're still able to do the same shit. That's what ended up happening. I was able to set boundaries, not right away, but at the right time to a point where literally, when they blocked me, now there's multiple fucking barriers they had to get through, all right? Now I have multiple excuses, so when I blocked them, literally now they had to get through this fucking wave of impossible. They had to get through this fucking person, now they had to deal with a Joy Boy, you know, theory hacking them. It's true. It is true, never. The two key points of the video is that Bloods can't have the mentality fucking flipped. Literally, my mind was flipped first thing, and that the ARL literally crumbled in a dank world ever since fucking socializing properly. But it's really the shiny jeans, literally, and the gangster all around. Ugh. Whew. So it's true. So it's completely fucking true. Literally, they crumble on the inside and outside. But you need to understand, you know, something more critical, okay? So there's going to be no more uploads. My How I'm a Raj video is coming up. You know, I am liking this 26, but you know, when it comes to, you know, things that are whole, you need to understand something critically, okay? So, I don't feel bad, Lily, so let me end off, Lily, with one fucking note. Now, note with Sean Trimble and Akira Toriyama, when they were playing Fire Z, when it first came out, Sean was referencing his domestic violence, saying that you're gonna die. And he was joking like fucking Andre going up and down the video game, see, you're gonna die because white people like this is that, idiot people like that. That was literally the conversation they had. And Akira's like, shut the fuck up, you're a piece of shit. And so it's true. And so it's very true. So I forgot, you know, what other shit that I was gonna say for this video, but right now I'm out.